There you are. I've been looking all over for you. I've just received the most terrible news.
What is it?
I'm engaged.
Well, this is a way to start a video. Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I was just on my way to the war room to get my reports in, and suddenly this conversation started.
I sense this is complicated. Tell me more.
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Are you saying we should act like nothing has happened between us?
No, not at all. But it is not right that we carry on while I am betrothed. I must break off the match first.
I assume your parents have political alliances resting on this engagement?
For once, that is something quite far from my mind. Oh, this is not what I wanted to happen. I barely remember Lord Otranto. I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all.
Well, I'll be back. Josie, could you get the others, please? Well, that was a bombshell. Ooh, got perks. Okay, what do we got? Sorry, I had to check the phone. A civilized affair. The ambassador's idea, no doubt. She has immaculate taste, but lacks a certain exuberance. No matter. So long as the wine flows, we will not want for enthusiasm. Inquisitor Trevelyan. These human lips will always praise the Inquisition. You ask for nothing, but please accept this small token as my thanks. Sister Paulette. Ooh, lots of stuff opened up. What else do we got? A report from Antiva delivered to Liliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo or Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Lord Enzo attends the theater on the same night each week. His home is empty, save a few servants during that time. My agents could pay him a visit. I have a cousin in Rialto. If she threw a soiree and invited Lord Enzo, his house would be clear for Liliana's agents. So throw a party or go while he's at the theater?
Let's see what we have.
We're getting lots of phone calls this morning. The Grey Warden, Sir Ruth, appears to have taken your forgiveness to heart and has found purpose with stalwarts of the Chantry. She's requested resources to take the word of the Maker to areas where less able messengers might be threatened. Inquisitor, the compassion you have shown has compelled me to act in your name. Where the Maker's word is absent, I can bring it. Where his light has faded, I can rekindle it. I will challenge the worst of Andraste's detractors and inspire where her chanters cannot go. And if I fall in her service, that will serve as well. Her delayed suicide is no way to speak for Andraste or the Inquisition. I would deny her. If she is determined to do this, equip her to do it. At worst, she strikes a blow in our name in some forgotten corner. Let's let her.
Inquisitor.
Stamped with the seal of Redcliffe. As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered by our people while providing hospitality to your mage allies. A freehold and rain sphere was burned to the ground where a mage inside lost control of his abilities. 2 farms outside Redcliffe Village suffered crop loss and structural damage due to frost spells. 5 people in Redcliffe Village were injured by lightning spells cast by panicked children. I trust this matter can be concluded without the involvement of the Crown. Arl Tegan Guerin. I can arrange to pay reparations. It will require a loan, but we can manage it.
Inquisitor?
Good luck, everybody. Now, we need to go and talk to everybody since a lot of stuff happened at Adamant. We got some thrones. Hey, Royal F Route! That means I can go back to the Hinterlands, right? There are the hinterlands. And after that, just find the one last landmark. Okay, I'll do that after I talk to everybody. Darn it. Thought they were gonna talk.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Are you all right? You seem very intent.
I am. This needs to be done before I forget. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I wish I'd seen her, seen it. I feel so inadequate trying to interpret.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading. When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Why do we come here, Cassandra? I understand it's close by, but...
I trust all is well.
Do you have any advice for me?
Now that the Grey Warden threat is dealt with, we must investigate the assassination plot. One can only hope it's not too late. More chaos in Olay only helps Corypheus.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay. Bull, you're up. Grim, sit down. Got some updates I see. My dearest Demetrius, I hope this letter finds you recovered from those ghastly meetings about road repair or import taxes or whatever terrible important work has consumed your time. I applaud your patriotic efforts to maintain the Imperium's infrastructure while the horned beasts to the north wage bloody war against us. I have asked before, but you are my closest friend, and now that you have seen the stirrings of our work, I hoped you might reconsider. You cannot think your talents adequately spent on road work, Metri. You come from the blood of the Dreamers. My master will restore the Imperium to a greatness it has not seen since our ancestors walked in the Golden City. He will rule not just a nation, but the world. Those who show loyalty now stand to reap the benefits where all the world kneels to the Venatori. Perhaps you are more comfortable with roads. When my master returns to Venta to the glory it deserves, he will be pleased to find the nation well paved. Consider well, my friend. Magister Livius Aramond of Virantium. On Sarah's hatred of Darkspawn, having read the reports, I might have expected that someone with ties to Ferelden, and specifically Denerim, would harbor a violent dislike of Darkspawn. Whatever claim she has to family, all were threatened during the Blight. They don't look right. Not living. It bewilders how such things go unnoticed, but perhaps that is the power of the practiced servant. They are keenly aware of what escapes the preoccupied eye. Sarah, of course, can spy them instantly. She seems an extreme version of a very narrow definition of perceptive. I press for a schedule, or even some hint of procedure, but she is content to rely on the unknown. It might seem exciting, but I should find it even so frustrating if I were searching. It's just red, right? Bet she sees it if it was on a hat out of season. I do not know what Sarah finds in dragons that enthralls her so, but it is clear from her excited admissions that battling them speaks to her in a way for which she was not prepared, at least in my estimation. If you seek an admission, at best she will declare, "That was grand," or similar. She's hardly introspective. Nevertheless, she has expressed an interest in any future hunts. Crude drawing of Sarah, tongue out, standing atop a dragon, mimicking its horns with her fingers. Piss. Can't draw saddles. Yeah, I think I did this one. But just in case. We heard their screams from miles away, out in the darkness where we couldn't see anything. Once, back when I worked on my uncle's farm holding the Banhorn, there was a calf that fell into a gulch and broke its legs. I should have run for help, but I thought I could drag it back to safety on my own. I wasn't strong enough, however, and each time I try to pull its leg, that calf's screaming haunts me to this day. And that's what I heard out there. Like that calf was coming for me, come to rip off my leg ever so slowly so I knew what it felt like. But we all heard something different, you see. One of the others said he'd run into Darkspawn at Ostagar, and the scream he heard was of something called a shriek. Another said it was a dragon roar, just like the beast that burned his family. That's when I knew what was out there was a demon, something that wasn't just looking to make us afraid. It wanted us gibbering in terror. It wanted us running for our lives. And we did. I couldn't rightly tell you what it was even looked like. There was something in the shadows, and even though we were ready when it let out that howl, I turned and ran. I couldn't even control myself. My bowels turned to water. I dropped my sword, and I took off. It was only later when I realized I was separated from the others, and that there were more of those demons out there, hungry for more of my panicked tears. From a report given by Haren, soldier of the Ferelden Army, 915 Dragon. What am I missing? Here lies the abyss, the well of all souls. From these emerald waters doth life bring anew. Come to me, child, and I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity. Chantry sisters have long debated this section of the Chant of Light. It is tempting to assume that the Well of All Souls is a literal well, but such imagery appears nowhere in Andraste's other works. An examination of Threnodies 1-4 yields clues. From the waters of the Fade you made the world. As the Fade has been fluid, so was the world fixed. It is possible, even likely, that the emerald waters Andraste refers to are the substance of the Fade, which began as an ocean of dreams, Threnodies 1-1, and was reduced to a well, bottomless but limited in scope by the Maker's creation of our world. Is Andraste urging the listener to come to the Fade? Should we take from these emerald waters doth life begin anew as literal evidence of reincarnation, or even of life after death, as the cult of spirits suggests? Or is a figurative benediction indicating that the Maker is the source of all life, and in finding his embrace for eternity, we will only be returning our souls from whence we came? An excerpt from Reflections on Divinity by Reverend Mother Juliet. Of all the decisions we Grey Wardens were forced to make over the lean years, withdrawing from the Fortress of Adamant was perhaps the most difficult. It had been built as a bastion against darkspawn spilling out from the abyssal rift, a symbol of how we had done the impossible, pushing those creatures back into the shadows where they belonged. We kept the land safe from further encroachment, but as each new age dawned, memories of our sacrifice became fainter. The entire western approach has become a wasteland, and thus the expense of maintaining the fortress became increasingly difficult to justify. There were no griffins to fill its wires, too few wardens to man its battlements, too many good men and women killed by demons creeping through the thinning veil. Each visit of the warden commander made it more apparent that Adamant had become a symbol of our decline. Even if darkspawn still emerged from the chasm, who would they threaten other than the wardens themselves? So in the dawn of the Blessed Age, we sealed the fortress's mighty gates. We left the great griffin statues to tarnish in the blowing sand, retreating to Montsemard with a sense of loss and shame. I returned recently with a small expedition to retrieve supplies, surprised to see it still standing. The dwarves did well by us. I suspect Adamant will remain for ages to come, but should the Order ever return, they will find it difficult to resurrect. Only spirits roam its halls now, alongside the memories of those who gave their lives to protect us all from darkness. From the Journal of Veldin, Grey Warden of Orlais, 858 Blessed. The question isn't, is it special? The question is, how special? We found relics, but there are always relics. Elves ranged far before their empire was crushed, but rarely did they return where they did not build. This place, they visited again and again. I see it in the fragments, clays from different nations, not just craftsmen, styles from different centuries, not just clans, and yet no record of a ruin. The structures here are all Ferelden, with stone ferried up by a typical madman. Whatever was here, whatever natural spire, it was flattened for a floor. But I know the common shapes, and I will erect them as it was custom, and we shall see what the elves wish to see. I finished this for Master Gannot. His workings brought lightning, much lightning. The rods are pools of metal now, and all his workings burned. Master was also struck. I write for him his last words because his fingers are ash, and he did not live the night. The veil is old here. Skyhold has not just been claimed time and again, but sacked as well. We've managed to uncover some remnants, including a scratching under a pillar that mentions the name given by your witch. Old, but still long after the place had been built over. But the author knew something of its first purpose, or at least something of a legend. Even with assistance from your elf, we managed only a partial translation. Elven is often a game of intents, not direct mapping of phonetic meaning. That means it's a mess. Our belief transformed into everything. All time is transformed into the final/first death. Inevitable/threatened victory and horrible/promised freedom in the untold veils. Where the sky is held up/back, where the people give/gain love, that is an apology/promise from/to. Mostly complete, as fragments go. The rhythm is strange, not like others I've recorded. Perhaps less a poem than a statement? The Elven language does tend to meander. Possible references to Skyhold in the readings of the Great Library of Val Royeaux. What follows are the names of the powers that may have held a fortress in the region. Unfortunately, time and records are such that, for many, the name is all that is known, and some of those are merely as referenced in other works. Your fortress is a vagabond, but years will do that to stone well made. The Tan Empire. Passing mention of an unseen trading partner occupying or holds the sky in the Ravani ballad of Kintam of Null, though fictional, date uncertain. Father of Rast, and that Ferelden built upon the sky. mentioned as a possible destination of the spirit of the dead band, a Ferelden lullaby dated to the Exalted Age. Lady Bander of She. Ferelden highwaymen banished in 483 Black, thought to use a place in the clouds as refuge. Spire. Or Legion Tavern song mentioning Skyhold by name as a fanciful utopia, but also claiming nugs with wings and a dragon that blows bubbles. T-Orn V. Possible etching of major Skyhold features, but no context available. Unknown language. The tile has never been translated. Pre-glory? Tevinter carving. A broken relief that matches the outline of the main gate, but all possible scholarship suggests a structure outside Minratha's pre-divine. Possible shared inspiration, but it is not known if what direction. Study continues. We will apprise you of any other references of worth. From the office of Lord Jippin, Archivist of the University of Orlais Valroyo.
Have you seen all the words?
Have you left me here? Temple, sacred ashes, tragic, arc upon our land. Skyfall, let darkness reign on thee. Now flee from
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big. Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick? Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap. You're scared of demons. Of course I'm scared of demons. Who in their right mind isn't? I mean, like, oh, real demons. Big ones with fangs and crap. You're not gonna hit me, are you? Is the stick covered in anti-demon charms or something? Be nice if it was. For the Qunari, demons are the scariest thing out there. More so than dragons. Even mages. Possession, losing your mind. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. It does seem terrifying. You think I'd have gotten over the superstitions from back home? I don't care about mages. Living so long out here, most Qunari would say I've already lost my mind. And I know that's not true. At least, I'm pretty sure that's... Well, shit, that's probably what it is. You could have just hit me.
I still can. I thought you... Okay. I still could. I just wanted to understand what this meant.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the...
Ah, you've been training. You're really making the most out of that armor. I focus more on offense myself. Only so much defense I can do, right? I'm quite big. It's not like they're gonna miss me. What about you? What made you decide to turtle up?
Honestly...
I want to take the hardest blow an enemy can land, look him in the eye, and laugh.
Ha! Nice. And while you do that, I can move in on the flank and hamstring him. Killing an enemy is good, but embarrassing him first is even better. Anyway, did you need anything, or just come by to talk shop?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss. Pleasure as always, boss.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Well, that's one problem solved. The champion, you were shitting yourself. Problem solved, right?
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden. You forget the hero of Ferelden?
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the Adamant ones. Need more like him. You have a problem. That, over there, is a full tavern. But everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging. And they'll fall on their swords before Coryphanus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
You have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there. I know people. Pissed off and fired up is better than dreary bleary. Come on.
You know what? We need to ease the tension a little.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Nothing too big, though, okay? Still need a functioning fortress. Why can I not move?
Right, General. What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip or something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
It's got a slight wobble.
Right, little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
Nothing major, please. She's going through a rough patch right now.
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot? Yes!
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket.
The old water bucket on the door thing?
Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
Josie, just so you know, you might get a little wet. Oh boy. Well.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, bears don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
Nate's just a giddy little kid, isn't he?
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
I should be someone they can look up to and respect.
You their leader or their daddy? Maybe some of them want that, I suppose. Up to you, oh herald of everything. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Okay, to be fair, I knew about it. I even might have slightly helped her. I'll personally wash your clothes for you.
You're a champion now or something. Great. Special. Don't be a shit about it. I'm watching you.
Is there some concern you have about me becoming a champion?
No, there's no concern I have about you becoming champion. I'm worried you'll be an arse. You know what they're like. Well, not champions maybe, but they're rubbing cousins, the chavaliers. They're shit. Some people get full of themselves when they think they're better, right? That bunch get it on a flag.
It's a standard.
That's not better.
Why are you worried? What do they do?
People to them, little people, aren't anything. Not even slaves, because slaves are worth something, yeah? They want your food, they take your food. They want your wife, they take your wife. They're shit. So please stay better.
I'm not like that. I'll be a champion of the people.
That sounds really stupid. But all right, I buy it, for now.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out right. You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. Praying's nice, I suppose. Coryphe's bit, though. Shite.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on. Can't wait, what's on?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Okay, Cole, you're next.
No.
But you like demons.
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you? What if that takes away the part of you that makes you, you?
Helping makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me.
And if binding you erases your mind? Your consciousness?
You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summon from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Obviously, the Fade really affected Cole. Do 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 do
My what?
do 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 do.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
What did you think of what happened at Adamant?
What do you want to hear?
What did you think of the fortress itself?
It scared me before. I couldn't feel through the fear. This time it was sad. Too much pain, darkness. They die in waves against the wall, bleeding, but the blood inside is the same. No one should live there. Bad things happen.
You saw the Divine, or the Spirit, acting like her. What do you think she was?
Helpful.
That isn't an answer.
It was hers. Spirits aren't able to do what I do, but I can. I am me. She was her, whatever she was.
What did you think of the Grey Wardens?
They obeyed orders to hurt people they were supposed to protect. They were like the bad Templars. You should have banished them.
You seem to be uncomfortable on the Fade.
Yes, wrought, right and rigid. Can't relax, can't release. Shouldn't have been there like that. Like looking at a picture of yourself, but you're a picture too. I wanted to flit, fly, flow back to freedom, but frozen instead, frightened. Not like that. It should be like me.
I see. He was a physical body in the Fade where physicality doesn't really exist, and so he couldn't return to his true form.
The Nightmare said terrible things to all of us. You included.
It said it was like me. No, I was like it. Worse, a lie, twisted to hurt, unless it isn't. I help the hurt, then make them forget, so I fly free. It steals their fear, gloating, gluttonous. I don't make them forget for me. It's for them, easier for them, but it's for me too, so I can wash clean. I'm not like it. I'm not. I'm me. And if I'm not, you'll stop me. You'll kill me.
It's all right, Cole. No one is going to kill you.
No, don't say that. You need to. If I'm bound or broken, you need to kill me. Before was wrong. But that was when I didn't know. I can't not know again. No one gets hurt because of me. Please.
And we won't let that happen.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Because I'm talking to you right now.
I can talk with you.
So, Cole,
I thought I did that already.
someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Hello?
Inquisitor? If you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Why?
How can I help?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Hey, Dorian.
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Ha! You? I rather doubt that. I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Hawk is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison,
You're right. I was fortunate.
indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck. Questions.
I should go.
Naturally.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Vivian?
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I was physically in the Fade at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, too. You didn't ask about that.
Darling, you didn't remember anything. Questioning you would have hardly been productive. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
And I'm gonna keep it that way. Oh.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did she say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Do you want to talk about it?
What we learned at Adamant concerns me. The hero Ferelden and I have been together for years. I nearly lost him to the Archdemon. He's looking for a way to stop the calling from taking him, as it does every Grey Warden. But if Corypheus has power over the Wardens, my love could be in danger.
If you two are still together, why isn't he here?
His quest took him far to the west, to lands that have never known the Blight. But Justinia needed me here. I owed her that much. My love and I are never truly apart. When this is all over, I will join him again. And this time, nothing will come between us.
What makes him think he can stop the calling?
It has been done before. Grand Enchanter Fiona was once a warden, but something took all trace of the calling from her. A warden mage named Avernus also found a way to prolong his life with magic. It wasn't much, but enough to start the hunt. He will find a way. I have faith in him.
Were the two of you happy together in the years after the Blight?
Happier than you could imagine. The only shadow over our love was knowing that one day I would lose him to the calling. His quest is for me as much as for him. He knows how much I've lost.
What would you like to do?
I do not know where the hero Ferelden is precisely, but I know how to get a message to him. He may have information that helps the Inquisition. At worst, it will do no harm. I will draw up a plan in the war room. Thank you.
Anything I should know?
I have nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Anything I should know?
I have nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
I'm listening.
I'll leave you to your work.
Hey, Solus. Let's go visit Colin. Cassandra? Where's Colin?
What do you need, my friend?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Is he in here?
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
It seemed very important to him.
It's not a decision to be made lightly. But now, Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Colin? I need to talk to you.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
Forgive me. Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over, if you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
Hi, random dwarf.
I need a moment. Could we speak another time? I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
Oh, there's only one. Nope. Still got Blackwall. Forgot about you. You probably have stuff to say. Blackwall?
Finally a place for the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Your worship.
Where is Blackwall?
Inquisition?
Oh, he's right here.
Farewell.
May her be with you.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Chlorel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life. At your service.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Let's sell. Oh, that's only for Blackwall, that's why. Why only Blackwall? There.
Were you there? Did you see what they did?
Varric? You need to talk, buddy?
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a merchant guild hit list? Hawk's uncle got into an investment scheme with a couple of merchant caste businessmen. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night. Shit. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So, they went after Hawk instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They're about to kick down the door when Hawk just opened it and invites them all inside. Leandra, Hawk's mother, made them tea, and for the next 2 hours tried to get them to make small talk. They wandered out of the house in a daze. No idea what just happened. Never came back. Hawk just had that effect on people. I always wanted to tell that one. Thanks. I guess I've got some letters to write. I should tell Merrill the news. Excuse me.
He was a good man.
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Okay.
Worship. Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
Every family has scandals. I'll find something to persuade Otranto to break off the match.
Please, Inquisitor, no. If Otranto found out, he'd challenge you to a duel. The traditional form of dueling among Antivan nobles isn't usually fatal, but there's always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
Council, convene. Sister Liliana. Our agents entered Lord Enzo's home, where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to Red Lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poorer, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hercynia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Mason. Have our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not run cold. Inquisitor. I'm pleased that we were able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe Arling. May Andraste watch over you. Tegan Guerin. Copies of Hard and Hightown 3, the repunchening, sit side by side on the table along with a note. Nightingale. Found several similarities to events in Varric's book, but all were slightly off. Dead magistrate was not in his home. Man found murdered in locked room was a comte, not magistrate. Executors did not send warning note directly to Donnan. Obviously, object of plot is sort of Hessarian, not a penny dreadful author. Close look at the rip-off book shows numerous grammatical and spelling errors that seem random at first, but ciphers believe might contain coded information. Killer and author are clearly linked. Either the murder investigation or the code might lead us to a target. Someone got in and out of Skyhold without being seen. The cipher in the book might lead us to them.
Let's see what we have.
Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or a spirit, he remains vulnerable to Venatori binding magic. The Amulet of the Unbound, used by Raveni seers, is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an amulet in this part of the world will be difficult. My Raveni contacts say these amulets are held dear, but to protect spirits from the breach, they are willing to help us.
At your service.
Good work, guys. Now then. I feel like we can go back to the hinterlands quickly. New card for Sarah. New card for Varric. Wonder what changed the card pictures. Do 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 do. Okay, let's give these resources. Health food.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Please, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Here you go.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Yes, these are perfect.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Now then. Where is this last landmark? Is it on my map? I do not see it anywhere. Landmarks. Landmarks. Emerald Graves, just need a landmark. Salted Plain, we are done. Mixing wastes. Landmark and a beast. Western approach. Oasis. Let's go slay a beast. Spin the wheel can be found near water. Seriously, what keeps doing that? Let's go slay a beast. Does landmark appear on the map? Nope. It's dead, guys. Just gonna skirt the outside edge of this to start with. Is that it? That thing was moving. More lurkers. Find and kill a legendary beast. Somewhere in this giant area. Hi, Fennec. Oh. I didn't realize there was a new region I didn't unlock. I'm guessing this is the last landmark. Uh-oh. Don't get stuck.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
Excuse me. A few days ago, I turned from a statue to find a human woman staring at me. She didn't react when I screamed, or when I ran around picking up my dropped notes. When I asked who she was and how long she'd been standing there, she quoted some verses of the chant at me, "Plight as you please." I offered her some water, but she shook her head, pointing to the east, and said, "Blessed are those with fortitude, for they persevere in the name of the Maker." When I glanced back, she was gone. Poor woman must be touched. She seems harmless, but I don't know how she gets around so quickly in this heat. I'll take this. Ooh, just need one more. White wyvern hide. Hey there. Well, at least we're getting experience from this. Now then. Oh, is that it, maybe? The oasis is significantly cooler than the open sands. A sweet fragrance drifts down from the trees. Hi there! Are you my legendary beast? Because you look different than the other ones. Bull, why are you not attacking? Bull! Hold on, Varric. Yes! Oh, right then. And some people can level up. there anything else here? Never, just a requisition. Okay. Map. I still need to find decorative gems somewhere. Map, map, map. Requisition. All this stuff. Raid Sarnia. Let's level you guys up. Solus, you have one as well. Bow. Okay. I feel like it's time we can go back and attempt Emprise du Lion. We can do this.
Try not to touch that lyrium.
Don't worry. Just be safe. I'm gonna go this way. Plop. Get this map stuff on the map at least. Guessing there's a lot of stuff over here.
Monsieur.
Hello. Do we really have to fight 2 dragons in this area? I really hope not. That would suck.
Let's look around.
Superb life ward amulet. I believe I already got this one before. Another landmark over here. Oh yeah, except it's inside, I believe. Something in here. It sounds really big. I do not like... What's Hyver now? Crud! Bull! Show me why you're a Dragon Slayer.
Try not to get eaten, shall we?
Obviously. And Varric's down right away. That's nice. Jeez Louise. Oh, come on. Why are none of my attacks hitting? We've barely done any damage to this guy. Everybody. Incoming! Bull! You're supposed to dodge. That was close. Varric. Incoming! Dang it, Bull. Maybe I should have brought Dorian with. I mean, he has fire magic. Yeesh. Yeah, we're not gonna win this. There's no way. We barely scratched him. Sorry guys, I'm taking the last potion. Don't die. Don't fall off the ledge, I mean. Yes, get him, get him, get him. Oh, Solus, where are you? This is not gonna go well. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit. Incoming! Oh, this is not good. I knew it. We're dead. Oh, it was a good attempt. I'm going down fighting. I don't care what you say. Oh, I died. Well, now I know that landmark is guarded by a dragon. Hello. still gotta do this again.
Let's take a look.
Hey guys. Let's at least get this area on the map. If I can actually go through the doorway. There. That's gonna be safe for later. Hey, big guy.
Kill.
How am I? Oh my gosh. You guys hurt. Ow. Man, I'm burning through potions quickly. No, I didn't want to do that. Wrong button. That could have gone better. Downstone for something? Yes. We got a shard seeker. It's probably in here. Leontine Steward. The statues decorating the pools of the sun depict Havard, Aegis of the Faith, and Disciple of Andraste, bearing the prophet's ashes to safety. However, when Grand Duchess Leontine commissioned the statues for placement around the hot springs, she recommended her steward Bellamy to the sculptor for use as a model. Rumor has it that Steward Bellamy was Leontine's lover, and she wished to see his heroic form wherever she turned. Leontine commissioned at least 100 of the statues. From the Highlands of Orlais by Lord Adamar Gard Holt, Royal Historian.
There's an elven artifact nearby.
I hope there's not another dragon. Yee, okay, no, goodbye. Okay, the rings are where the dragons are. But I want that shard. Dang it. Sorry guys, we gotta come back later. What do you guys want? Holy smokes! Why am I losing so much health so quickly? Nope, 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 nope. Man, I'm just burning through my potions. Come on, let's take these guys out. Why? And I died right away again. Gosh, am I still underleveled or just not well equipped or what? Destroy these things, please. Great, we got 2 of these now. Okay, this is probably a waste, but I don't care. And the frame rate goes into the toilet. This is a hard area. Dawnstone, I need you. Lots of bones here, I do not like. There's a third dragon? Holy smokes! This place has 3 dragons! Okay, forget that area. No. Nope, nope, nope. No. We're going back. We're leaving. Bye-bye. That is obviously Dragon Island. Let's see if we can capture this keep or fortress or whatever again. Now the question though is, does everybody respawn since I left? So far, it looks like they don't. Of course, that means I'm gonna have to fight that second group of Templars with a giant. That's gonna be fun. Giant wolf. Come on, I got up there before.
Iron Bull, how do your people put on shirts?
We don't, usually. It's pretty hot where we come from. But I can get into anything with a loose collar. Just gotta ease one horn through and then angle it up. There's a term for getting caught unprepared that translates to running around with clothing stuck on your horns.
Colorful.
Pretty sure I got that already. Okay, yeah, there they are. comes the giant. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate you guys. Dang it. You can die. Take out the archer, please. I'm stuck on stupid root. Ah. Will you stop? Take out this stupid roots. You go down. Ow. No, no, you are not getting up. Come on, he's almost done. That sucked. From the writings of Knight Captain Fournier, we arrived in the Highlands at night. I was immediately given the task of overseeing the acquisition and staffing of the Sarnia quarry. I asked the general why we needed a quarry if the crystals will grow anywhere. Apparently the Elder One believes the composition of the earth here will ensure that it grows more rapidly and abundantly. I didn't ask why he believes this. The general doesn't like questions. He probably doesn't know. Some of my men feel we should take the quarry by force. The general did not specify how I was to secure the land, so I'm considering a more subtle approach. Any suspicions we raise will increase the chance of a military investigation, perhaps even the newly formed Inquisition. We must operate in secret as long as possible. I scouted the quarry yesterday. It is quiet. With the war raging, I expect demand for luxury granite has decreased significantly. A thought occurs to me. So much is gained through commerce. Why not exploit that? Hey, more Felindorus. Except I don't really need that now. Okay, what's nearby? Destroy M shell. I'm guessing I'm going to need stuff, so fast travel. Get my potions, rest up and heal. And off we go. Again. Slowly making our way through. This keep better be worth it. So I'm getting kind of tired of having to traverse back and forth to get potions. But like I said, at least they don't respawn the enemies if you leave the area. That's good. Otherwise, I'd be pretty upset having to fight those giants over and over again. It just sucks that I have to keep going back and forth along the same long, extending path. But, oh well. I can deal with that. Solus, Bull, you guys ever continue a chess game? That's one of the main reasons I'm bringing you two. Nobody, huh? Interesting. We're definitely gonna repair this. Hi, buddy! You cannot be grappled. Good to know. Going? see what's up this way first. Doesn't look like anything, but you never know. Unless it just winds around. Which I think it does. Oh, more Felindars. Does this go anywhere? Don't fall off. Okay, through the big ominous door. Knock, knock. Another big ominous door. Housekeeping. Of course, they got a big guy here. I keep getting pushed. I slid. And I'm dead. Just got rid of the big guy. You guys can take him, right?
So in your books, the stuff with the spies is all wrong.
If only I'd had you around to consult.
That Blue Swan flies at midnight stuff doesn't work. Most times, you pass information on a dead drop. No meetings at all.
Ah, where's the drama in that?
Oh, can't you mess up the realism of something else? Like lyrium smuggling.
We're doing pretty good on potions. Guys, top off. Nope. Side quest over here, huh? I should probably deal with this first.
Ah, the hero arrives. But is it hero or murderer? It's so hard to tell.
So this is the demon called Imshale.
Ahem. Choice spirit.
Talky ones. I hate the talky ones.
Wait. These are your friends? They're very violent. It's worrying. True to my name, I will show you that you have a choice. It doesn't always have to end in blood.
Talk.
Yeah, that never ends well.
Simple. We don't fight, and I grant you power. Shower you with riches. Or maybe virgins. Your pick. Then we all live happily ever after. Well, not all of us, but who's counting?
No. You die, demon.
Alpha. Choice? Spirit.
And you choose... be a demon. You. Stop it. Oh, I'm done. Oh, I'm back. Good. Ah, you changed forms. How nice. Unless we knock you out. Right, demon time. Okay, let's do this. Armor, armor, armor. Get rid of his armor. I'm also getting down low health, so I'll probably heal up. Stop getting away from me. Almost got him. Come on. Last one. Sorry, guys. And I'm almost dead. Almost got him. Almost got him. March of the Everlasting, huh? This shield may have been forged in Arlathan, like the Vorterels that guard ancient elven tombs. If so, it fell into the hands of Tevinter conquerors, who reshaped it with their own magic. During the Black Age's exalted marches, Orlesian circle mages re-enchanted it and gave it to the Chevaliers. Okay. Let's go see what this side quest up here is. Maybe I gotta take the key first.
Is he gone? The demon is finally gone.
Shit. Delirium has taken hold. He doesn't have long.
Why was the demon here, working with the Red Templars?
A garden needs a gardener. Nurturing gentle hands. Directing the change. Not too fast, not too slow. Just right. Has to be just right.
I get it. Too fast and you end up a statue in the gallows courtyard.
There's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry.
Imshale. He said he could take the red out. If I said yes.
Imshale could have saved you?
He liked to watch the agony. He liked to play. We were his garden. Consent and live. Deny and be consumed. Oh, but what he wanted. No. Anything but that. I chose the red. I chose...
You're not the first Ben Hazreth I've run across. Hawk and I went on a caper with one named Talus.
You don't say.
She caused us no end of trouble. You wouldn't know her by any chance.
Hey, one time I ran into this dwarf on the road. Short, grouchy. You think you might know him?
I'm in the Merchant Guild. 10 Royal says I not only know him, he owes me money.
Oh, well, no, I don't know Talus. Sorry.
I thought we had this conversation already. That's a very stiff flag. Okay. Potions, can I upgrade you? Okay, what's this side thing?
Ah, your worship, welcome. I am Baron Edouard Desjardins of Leeds. I am pleased to meet you. Ambassador Montillier speaks highly of you.
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
Oh, yes. Yves Montillier, Josephine's father, is an old friend. We used to hunt together. I watched her grow up, you know. Such a clever girl. She could charm wolves to dance with hares. I am gratified to see the Inquisition has not overlooked her talents.
What is your role here, Baron?
Oh, well, the ambassador entrusted me with handling the Inquisition's enterprise in the Dales. Much of our efforts are concentrated on rebuilding, eradicating threats, reopening trade routes and such. And of course, I will oversee the forging of relations with the nobles of Southern Orlais.
Any news, Baron?
Judicale's crossing has been rebuilt, thanks to our combined efforts. Scouts have spotted a dragon flying through the hills. If this is a high dragon ready to spawn, there is reason for concern.
Any news, Baron?
We plan to push into the region to make it safe for trade and travel.
I shall take my leave.
Keeping busy, Inquisitor?
Oh, it...
I shall take my leave.
I think it's the paper. Trading with Kal Sharok. My approach was carefully observed. This is not a tag unused to watching its boundaries. I got the impression that if I'd been one of his Orzammar cousins, our meeting would have been swift and bloody. That is, if I'd been allowed to find the passage at all. As it was, he was polite and efficient, and he knew well the current market for everything he offered. Clearly their isolation is not because of fear, and certainly not disinterest. Among his wares, I saw the latest fabrics of Val Royeaux and volumes by a free marcher poet 3 centuries dead. This only added to my doubt of the official year of Kal Sharok's rediscovery, as declared by the Assembly of Orzammar. I didn't mention this to my host. As curious as I was, there was an undercurrent I found unsettling. I must stress that he and his helpers were professional and honest throughout, but there was something I can't describe. While he remained hooded the entire time, he looked me square in the eye when our deal was struck, unashamed. I lived through a time of blight. I felt the gaze of a Grey Warden and seen the corruption of his prey. When I remembered both in that moment, I still can't explain. On meeting Novus Sturdhall in Kal Sharok, excerpted from the journals of Sir Evre Abernac, noble merchant scholar. Bull. Was it just over here? No, it's like right here. What is your side quest?
Any news, Baron?
Our operations seem to be going smoothly, Inquisitor.
Any news, Baron?
Not currently, and as they say, no news is good news, yes?
I shall take my leave.
What is your side quest? Oh, it's probably... What? I'm gonna go back here and... Yep. Inform the guy about Imshale. So I literally have a side quest where I needed to kill 3 high dragons. Oh boy.
Inquisitor.
No sign of trouble at the moment.
It's done. The demon is dead.
It is finally over. I wish I could have heard him scream, but Sarnia is safe. It is a good day. Now I find myself free to choose a new direction. I would be honored to serve the Inquisition, if it will have me.
The Inquisition welcomes you, Michel de Chevin.
I shall return to your outpost to await further instruction.
Yay! Now then. Let's go get this shard. Yeah, I figured there'd be an operation for him.
Nothing to...
Okay, Shard, where are you? Yoink. Come on, guys. Let's make our way to the quarry.
All is well?
Same old.
What's this?
Let's look around.
I'm gonna go in. Hello.
You have to help us. They'll turn us into those things.
Oh. Varric.
The Red Templar lieutenants are in the quarry. This won't stop until they...
Till they're what? Eric, if you don't mind. The boys at Sullidan need several barrels for those things they're working on. Also prepare a batch for the Storm Coast. Legacy White Shear. Peculiar and rare, a single run of this spirit took color and what has been optimistically been called flavor from lyrium in the cask's bilge hoop. A sipping whiskey if you value your innards. Circa 790 TE. Is there something in here? Come on, Nate, you can go faster. Wolf Totem. I'm okay. Del, it's over. It's done. I got him. I'm going back to my old camp to pick up the letter I left for you, and then I'm leaving this horrible place. I don't have to skulk around anymore, hiding behind trees and erasing my tracks. I'm free, and I'm coming home. Diane. go this way. Bonk. Level up!
I find the fall of the Dwarven lands confusing.
What's so confusing about endless darkspawn?
A great deal. Although that is a different matter. Dwarves control the flow of lyrium. They could tighten their grip on it.
It's hard to get the attention of the humans when the darkspawn aren't up here messing with their stuff.
You're active in the Carter? You know your people could tug the purse strings. You could claim sovereign land on the surface, or demand help restoring the Dwarven kingdom, but you don't.
You're not saying anything I haven't said myself, Jackals. Orzammar is what it is.
Let's go over here. Eek. Oof. Oh yeah, level up. What do we have here? Lots of stuff. Let's take this guy out. You, come here.
You have to help us. They'll turn us into those things.
It's above me. You guys have them? No, you could just go through the doorway. Knight Captain's orders. Klimt, Lieutenant Cole isn't feeling well, so I must rely on you to handle the lady from the village. Set aside some basic supplies. Flour, dried peas, blankets, any coin you can spare. Either bring them or have them brought to the grove of trees at the Fork in Elf's Blood, 2 nights from now. Make sure no one sees you. Mistress Poulin should be there. She'll give you a list, people we can use, in exchange for the goods. Bring the list to me. Oh, and lean on her a bit. Coot's got a soft heart and lets her get away with things. Her lists have been getting shorter, and she recommends folks who are old or have some hidden ailment. We take them, but they don't survive the seeding. Useless. Tell her she comes up with something good, or we take everyone.
You have to help us.
We're coming.
To those things. Have you looked everywhere? They took so many of us.
Is that everything in this part? Yep. Just gotta make our way back now. Does it just loop around? Downstone, I need that. Can't go there. Okay. Next. I will. Hold on. Hey. New orders to Bessen. Maddox needs twice the usual red lyrium to modify my armor properly. Taking over as the vessel means it has to be perfect. Have the amount ready in 3 days, and you and your squad will get a chance to serve as Corypheus' honor guard. My own proving goes on. When I first donned the armor, I thought I was drowning in fire. Without Corypheus to stop me, I'd have torn my own skin off. Now the armor's settled. I can march for days without rest, break a man like kindling. I'm finally fit to be the vessel. Maddox may come to you to work on my armor's modifications. If he gives you instructions about the lyrium, follow them to the letter. Treat Maddox like you treat me. Samson.
Inform Cullen that we've taken care of Samson's red lyrium hoard.
Wish we could be there when Samson hears about it.
Dang it. How the heck do I get up there? Obviously, I'm supposed to be able to.
Break the locks, please!
You're up, dwarf.
Are all the cages open?
Not yet, but we're working on it. Does this lead anywhere? Quit backing up.
Let us out!
What's up there, Eric?
Have you freed everyone?
Not yet. Working on it. To Paxley. I've seen the transformations. It's a horror to watch your soldiers' face change, to realize they might not remember you day to day. It's a sword in the gut, but the ones who make it through are near invincible. Feed elf root to the soldiers hurting, as much as they want. Beyond that, it's just waiting until they stop feeling pain. Remind them they spread delirium, it grows at our touch. With the materials I've sent, they'll grow enough for a dozen armies. It's proof we're on the right path, that any suffering is worthwhile. Remind them.
A note from Samson about spreading red lyrium.
You're up, Varric. Hey, Inquisition perk.
Have you freed everyone?
This is gonna hurt. Written confession. I will not survive this. I saw what the Red Templars did to the others. The red crystals. They get in your flesh and they change you. You lose yourself. Then you die. That is to be my fate. I pray Lynette does not mourn for me long. I don't deserve her love. The world must know what I have done. I won't go to the grave carrying this weight. I killed Lynette's brother, Guard. He told her he was going to fight for the Empress, but he never intended to do so. He was going to run away to Ferelden. I caught him one night, looking in our bureau for Lynette's jewels. He meant to take them and leave forever. I tried to stop him, but he fought back and I killed him. I never meant to. It was an accident. Make her forgive me. Andraste, grant me her strength. Louis. Is there anything else up here? Landmark. Stop it with the red lyrium. You're getting really annoying, buddy. Good one, Bull.
Let us out!
Just give me a second.
Crazy to think that the war can reach even up here.
To confirm, yes, I've heard the reports. The Inquisition is on the rise, but there'll be a toothless hound once our master deals with them. We stand between the enemy and Corypheus. He gave us what the Chantry never would, a second chance. I don't want to see a single man let him down. Sow delirium. Let it follow where we walk. Take root where we settle. Never forget that your footsteps, yours, mark Corypheus' path to victory.
I found a letter from Samson himself.
Let us out! You have to help us. They'll turn us into those things.
Give me a second, okay? Varric, take care of it.
You have to help us. They'll turn us into those things.
I know.
Have you looked everywhere? They took so many of us.
Yeesh. We need more villagers. We've gone through the miners already. Weaklings. Get the rest from the most recent list. I don't care if the village is running out. No one will miss them. That's where I came from. Where's this landmark at? Oh, it's up here. I took a quick tour around the quarry in Sarnia, famed for its azure granite. The owner of the mine, Albin Poulin, proudly informed me that 500 blocks of stone from that very quarry were used to tile the bathing chambers of Lady Mantillon's summer estate. From a journey through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, adventurer. Come on, guys. Enough with the red. I don't know which way I came in from here originally. Climb up there?
Inquisitor, please.
You don't seem well. What's wrong?
The red crystals, I can feel them at the tips of my fingers, beneath my nails, under my eyelids. I know what happens. I have a letter for my love. Would you place it in the hollow of the marked tree by the river? When he returns from the war, he'll know to look there. Let him hate me and move on.
Eric, help these guys out.
You have to help us.
Yeah.
Get us into those things. You saved us. We can all go home now.
Back to Sarnia, quickly. I think it would be best to return the Skyhold. Yeah, I'm probably not going to deal with those dragons for a while.
nothing to report, sir.
Uh-huh. Use a meat. Mark that on my map.
Red Lyrium. We should be cautious here.
You've been running into that all over this place, Solus. I think your warning's a little late. Now then, for this...
He was alive. All this time he was alive. I didn't even dare. Oh.
Louis wrote this confession. He killed your brother.
No, that can't be. God is fighting in the war. He enlisted with the Empress's army. I'd like to be alone. Please, Lee.
Why did you have... Goodbye.
Good day to you.
You lied. You knew what the Red Templars were doing, but you took their gold and stayed silent.
Yes, I took their gold. Gold and any supplies they would give. All so we could live. There are many orphans in Sarnia. Who protected them when their parents were lost? We couldn't run, not with the river frozen and the demons. If I had said anything, they would have killed me too. So I let them take people, and prayed that one day, someone like you would come destroy them. All we could do was survive till that day. Now it's come, hasn't it? I was right.
People were taken, infected with Red Lyrium because of your actions.
What else could I do? Take up the old pitchfork to fight? Those who died would have died regardless. This way, at least some survived.
Back to Skyhold. Yeah, we gotta report to Cullen too then. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to report to Cullen, judge the prisoner, and then hand in my reports, and then we'll call it. Cullen, you're first.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was... not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
The past isn't always pleasant. Sometimes you have to let go and move on.
I can't forget what happened, but it led me here. I can make that mean something. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
Honestly, I'm terrified. So many people depend on us, on me. Corypheus is still out there.
We've made great strides. Do not doubt yourself, or the Inquisition just yet. If there's anything I can do, you have only to ask.
Thanks, Cullen. Still need to report in.
I've been reading the letters found in the quarry. Samson is making red lyrium from people?
Not anymore. Not in that mine.
I knew Samson had fallen, but this... it's monstrous. We have to put an end to him. Look at these orders from the encampment. That armor must give Samson extraordinary power. We may not be able to stop him.
Take away his armor and the lyrium, and Samson's just another man.
I couldn't say how. Templars are trained not to destroy expensive magical equipment. Perhaps Dagna has some ideas. She crafts the impossible every day. Did you need something?
May I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to lead that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some call it a gift. To forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Do you think that could work? Would people accept it?
Mages would be watched, but could pursue interests outside the circle. Neither freedom nor prison. I don't know.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You've said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the blood mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
You can't control everything. You stood up to her in the end.
If I hadn't, would I be like her now? I wanted mages locked away as much as she did. I trusted they were treated reasonably well, but I should have done more. I should have looked into it. It's not yet enough. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will see it through.
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Your sister tracked you down? She didn't know where you were?
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
That's all I wanted to know.
Should you require anything, I'll be here. Inquisitor?
Is there anything I should know?
There are fewer arguments between our Templar and Mage recruits than when we started. I've seen them trading stories, building one another up for the fight to come. I pray this won't be lost when their common enemy is gone.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Oop, wrong way. Geronimo! Okay, we can quickly speak to Dagna.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Well, maybe you do. Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the tag?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais? It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
You got it. But that's not going to be for a bit. Dagna. I have a question for you about some special armor.
What's with scalding? No fun.
Dagna, what have you learned of Samson?
He should be dead. I mean, you could make a hat out of red lyrium and kill people, especially the wearer. Samson's armor is genius. To do all this and not go insane, it must be resistant. Or he is insane. Or both.
So in addition to killing others, it's slowly consuming him too.
Yes, but slow is not fast. Doesn't matter. I can find a way to hurt him. I just need time and red lyrium. For tests.
Is that wise?
Everything is safe if handled properly. And you don't touch it long, or breathe it. I mentioned the hat, right? No hat. Time and resources, Inquisitor. I'll get what you want. Now shoot, I have work to do.
More operations. Time to judge.
Mistress Pulin of Sarnia is accused of aiding and abetting the Red Templars in the Dales. She sold a quarry to them for a handsome sum. They used the quarry to grow red lyrium by enslaving townspeople. The only extenuating circumstance, Mistress Pulin was procuring supplies to keep the remaining townspeople fed.
Can't ignore your crimes, but it seems you had a noble purpose.
My crime was misjudgment. The land sale was meant to bring prosperity in hard times.
Yet you kept taking coin from the Red Templars, even after you realized what they'd done to the people.
Why not? It bought food for the ones remaining. Isn't that enough? You question whether greed or necessity led me. Tell me which you weigh me for.
Mistress Pulin, you will spend all your ill-earned money rebuilding the town of Sarnia. If the townspeople forgive you, your debt to them is paid.
Your worship, I will do my best to repair what I have done.
Okay, last bit, hand in reports.
At your order.
Huck's dead. Rip. He'll be back. Dragon Age 20. No. Dragon Age 10. Dragon Age 10, he'll be back.
The entire party will just be protagonists from the previous games.
Yeah, are you gonna have a Grey Warden from the first one?
Okay. Ambassador Montillier. It is rare to hear of those in Orlais treating spirits as anything other than beasts to kill, and rarer still for anyone to care enough for one to help them. I have given the amulet to your people freely, in hopes that the Inquisition will continue this open-minded approach. We wish you luck in healing the sky, whose drifts have damaged the Fade even here in Ravane. Yours in peace, Lady Anna Maria of Dersmude. Sir Ruth was cited in a number of communities at the borders of our influence and apparently inspired a number of recruits to our cause. She then disappeared north, near suspected Venatori holdouts. We've not had confirmation of her survival. How much longer do you have? 40 minutes? Yeah, that was Adamant.
I'm just gonna stuck a knife in there and said, "Hut."
Ambassador, I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave, and it has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. But that is in the past. Today, I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Banorn of Calon is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Alara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held in Calon, with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Sincerely, Arl Tegan Guerin. We could send a champion. It may not be wise to win, however. Fereldans hold grudges. We can't truly run a Banorn, but a well-chosen envoy could win us Ferelden allies. You're shorter.
Let us begin.
Its sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, an infamous guild of assassins. We encountered your agents in Hercynia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with the man's Tevinter friends. You know the Venatori. We know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer removes a political rival, and we get paid. A happy ending for all involved. Kita. Do we really want to get tangled up with the Crows? Our people can handle this. Cooperating with the Crows works to our advantage. They have more knowledge of Enzo, and we gain contacts should we need their assistance. Crows are an unfortunate reality of Antivan politics. They will pursue the contract regardless. We might as well know where they are. Yeah, Liliana, you gotta wait.
Busy.
Yeah, but Liliana's busy.
Liliana.
According to Dorian, it might be possible to discover who Corypheus once was. Knowing he was human could make him less attractive to Tevinter zealots who think of him as a god. Acquiring this information, however, is more difficult than one might suppose. Such ancient information could be found in the Magisterium's library in Minrathos, but the Grand Archivist has so far replied to our messages with polite misdirection. Dorian says he is the king of this particular castle and knows it. He might be blocking our efforts out of allegiance to Corypheus or simply because he can. Men like this respond to one thing: threats. He knows who you are and doesn't want to be your enemy.
Buy the man gifts.
All right.
Okay, everybody.
Sad question.
No, I'm gonna end it.
Extraterritorial.
Ah, fine, we'll go give the thing to Cole. Cole is afraid of being forcibly bound to someone like the demons at Adamant, so he was asking Solus to bind him. Solus, of course, refused.
It's good to know we're doing something worthwhile.
So Solus suggested instead finding a amulet that will help shield him from binding.
And fall to mortal failings. Where does that leave us?
Thank you.
It writes itself. At least it seems it should.
Just rumors.
Steel flashes, like at the top of the stairs. But this time she knows her voice, and it ends with a kiss.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
Yeah, it's right here.
Ah! What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Solus, is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
All I care about is making certain that the Venatori can't bind Cole.
Fair enough. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Oh, I guess we're going right there then. Darn, I thought I was going to end it now.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. But give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the Spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The Spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
Before anyone gets killed, I need to know what's going on.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the Spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars.
Who aren't known for their gentle nature.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
Varric?
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions, it embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human, and humans change. They get hurt, and they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
Personally, I'm kind of agreeing with Varric. I mean, he can learn and grow. I mean, we convinced him not to kill a person to put them out of their misery.
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me.
Sorry, Solus, but...
All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No!
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
Cole will now become a real boy. Come on. Load up. Let's get
For all
this
we
over
know,
with.
the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
Being with your friends can make you feel better.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
Plus, it's okay people know that you helped them out. It just know it's good for them to know that someone cares. Well, I could go to speak with Cole quickly and follow up, but we've been going for almost 4 hours now. Wow. So, it's about time we end this. Next time, I think we might do some more. Go to the war table to find Samson's weakness. Oh yeah, we gotta get Dagna to make something. Challenge Otranto. Enter Valinor. Slay a lot of dragons, do some rifts. Secure some towers. Oh yeah, I could hand that in. Map. Requisition. Door. Get the ring. Map. Decorative gems. And then need more Neverite. But we'll save that all for next time. Until then, if you liked this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.